In this episode, Christian and Eric from G&J Pepsi will show us how they created a Power Platform solution to improve the efficiency of managing 3,800 stores. Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Keeping It Real with Power Platform, where we learn how makers around the world create awesome solutions to real problems using Power Platform. And today we have Christian Kestler and Eric McKinney from G&J Pepsi, and they're going to show us how they created a Power Platform solution to improve the efficiency to operate their stores. So welcome and thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, Leon. Appreciate it.
Glad to be here. It's great to have you both here today, and I want to start with a very easy question to you both. So I would love to learn about easy is good, right?
Easy, yeah, to start with for sure.
Yes. Then it will get like more interesting.
Yeah, let's ramp it up after that.
Exactly, to ramp up. But basically, like my question, which is very easy, is tell us about your journey with Power Platform.
Man, I'll let you take
it because
I'm the grandfather in the room on that one. Yeah, so we started, I think his story's probably been told more than any story that in the Power Platform. So we started in 2016. We built our first application store audit app before Microsoft was even GA. So since then, we've continuously built more applications. We've added platforms like Dynamics 365, added Dataverse. We've added personnel to help build these applications. Brought them along. So the journey has lasted now a decade, if you can think about that, right? So I think that's really a testimony to the partnership that we have with the Power Apps team, with Microsoft as a whole, and the dedication that we have, I think, to our employees now. So
that's super cool. And also I heard that not only you guys build solutions, you guys go to the stores and operate and work in the stores to understand better how they work, and you build a lot of experience firsthand, right?
Yeah, so we're really we challenge ourselves and we're challenged by leadership to really engage the business, to get out to spend time with those in the front line. So like our merchandisers, we're out with our drivers, we're out with our sales folks. But it was really wrapped around being able to immerse ourselves into our solutions and where our customers are, so that I can evaluate, hey, how good are our tools for our frontline folks? Because that's who we're really building a lot of these for, right? So does the technology run in the background? Is it not causing any pain points? What are those pain points? And then let's go and let's fix them.
That's fantastic. That's the best way to know what the business really needs. And I think that's very well reflected in the solution that you're going to show us today, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's an incredible solution. It's been largely built by lead developer Christian. Yep. So he's built an incredible tool. I think it's enabled the front line. So you're going to talk about it and show it here in just a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. Let's jump right into it. So here we have what we call our frontline sales application, geared towards our frontline employees that are in the store every day. So when they're in the stores, they have a list there and they can pick the store they want to go to. We're going to go into a Kroger today, and it's 100% offline due to mobile offline profile ability.
Super cool. So it's an app that they can use with or without connectivity through their day.
Yep, and that was a big need for us.
Yeah, and I think what really makes this powerful too is, Christian had mentioned really the frontline folks, right? But all of this data is stored in Dataverse. So there's a model-driven app behind the scenes for our back office workers. So if they're sitting at their desk, they're able to see the same exact information. We're working off the same unified platform, all running on top of Dataverse. And then we have these persona-based applications like this, the Frontline Sales app, that allows us to target a specific frontline group, the form that they're on, enable those offline capabilities, and really just make it incredibly useful and efficient for that group as well. So
that's super cool. So frontline users in their device of choice, with and without connectivity across the company. So what else do we have in the app that we could take a look at?
There's a lot of different features. So when we built this app, we tried to simplify the frontline usage. We had 4 different apps that they were using, and now we're down to 1. So inside of here, we have a few different features, as you see here on the screen, priorities being the first one. So how are we going to execute the play in the store? So this is what's telling them that from our sales leadership team. A couple other modules we have here, equipment. So what equipment are we responsible for in the store? So you go into Kroger or a grocery store, pick up a Pepsi, Diet Pepsi out of a cooler, lights burned out in the cooler, well, you can come right here and put in a ticket to have that light replaced.
Do you have anything for placement of the products in the store, for example?
Yes, actually we do. So if you see here our Planogram section, we're using the PDF control inside the Canvas app, and this is actually able to show the salesperson how the shelf or cooler should look according to our brand standards.
So basically you can go to any level of detail and you can see like a full X-ray of what's happening in a store, right?
Absolutely.
How many stores are using the application?
So we have 3,800 retail stores across our territory in Ohio and Kentucky. So it's utilized in all of those currently as well. And we're really trying to just create a frictionless experience in here where technology just is smooth, it just works for them.
Fantastic. And is this used only by frontline workers or do you have other users in the organization for this?
No, so that's what's kind of unique about this. Everyone from our CEO down to our frontline employees are using the same application.
Nice. So basically at every different level then you can get visibility and everyone has a point of interest but the same app, right? That
Right.
X-ray.
Everyone's on the same page because of this app.
Yeah, and it's a single source of truth, right? So there's not anybody using a different tool that tells a different story. We're unified across the organization and we're doing it through the cool tools that we have available to us.
Super cool. And after you deployed, what is the maintenance cost or the maintenance program? How much do you have to focus on maintenance?
There's, virtually no maintenance cost to this. It's been running for over 2 years now, and we continue adding to that, keep adding modules as we go, so.
Yeah, and you think about that, we're getting away from the maintenance of the applications, upkeep, updates, and we're focused more on delivering value inside of the application as opposed to just keeping it running. Folks like Christian, the other developers that we have, we're able to respond to our organization's needs much faster, deliver features much faster. These guys are doing an incredible job.
And the way we kind of went about it was we wanted to replace what they had in that third-party solution. Now we've moved on to all the wants that the business had that we couldn't give them before. And now we're starting to deliver that value. Someone's going to ask for a feature, we sometimes will have that to them in 2 or 3 days.
As opposed to waiting 6 months or on somebody else's backlog, right? So we control our own destiny, have our own backlog of which we prioritize what's going to go out.
Yeah, that's super great to see, and that's what we love to see. So this is like really well done.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I think one of the other really nice features that we also added was a result of my experience in the store was our ability to add reporting in here by adding AI, layering AI on top of it, and then being able to put it into the application.
That's super cool because you lead me to the question that I was going to ask you. That is, in terms of evolution, how were you thinking about adding AI? And it's what you just described.
We look at it from an AI standpoint as really just trying to expand capacity. So that's really where we see our managers, our leaders spending that time on more value-added activities.
That is fantastic. And that line of thinking of using AI to gain time and invest in your people and in the growth of your people, that's fantastic.
Yep.
So, how can people learn more about your work? How can they follow the work that you are doing and all the innovation that you are creating and your thinking in this space?
Yeah, well, I'll give you my number of my agent, and then you can contact them. No, we're kidding. You can contact us on LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn. Director of IT at G&J Pepsi. Name's Eric McKinney. So handsome-looking fella you can find out there. Christian, what about you?
Christian Kestler, DevOps engineer at G&J. So you can find me on LinkedIn.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you very much, Christian. And thank you for watching. See you in the next episode of Keeping It Real with Power Platform. Bye for now.